Okay, so starting today, I will be labeling what section I'm doing for the videos. Okay, so in this video, I talk about identities. Okay, so queer is an umbrella term for people who are non-heterosexual, non-cisgender. Originally meaning strange or peculiar, I don't know. Queer came to be used pejoratively against LGBTQ people in the late 19th century. From the late 1980s, queer activists began to reclaim the word as a neutral, positive self-description. Queer does have a flag, and it's this. Okay, questioning. Questioning is where you question your orientation, identity, or gender, or all three. So, yeah. Just like queer, questioning does have a flag. I like how it's just a question mark. Okay, asexuality. The lack of sexual attraction to others, or low or absent interest in or desire for sexual activity. That's the flag. I mean, the flag, not the blag, sorry. Black is for asexuality, gray is for gray asexuality, white is for allosexuality, and purple is for community. Aromanticism. Having little or no romantic feeling towards others, experiencing little or no romantic desire or attraction. This is the flag. Green is for aromantic spectrum, white for platonic love and friendship, gray and black for sexuality spectrum. Bisexuality. Describing a pattern of attraction toward both males and females or to more than one sex or gender. I've heard people say it's more than one gender. So yeah. That's the flag. Skipping heterosexuality. Homosexuality. Describes a pattern of attraction to other persons of the same sex. Lesbian. This is the most commonly used flag. gay. That's not really the gay flag. As people say, it's actually just the LGBT plus flag. People say this is the gay flag. Okay, pansexuality describes attraction towards people regardless of their sex or gender identity. Pansexual people may refer to themselves as gender blind, asserting that gender and sex are not determining factors in their romantic or sexual attraction to others. Pansexuality is sometimes considered a type of bisexuality. Like, for example, battle axe bis say that pansexuality is just spicy bisexuality, but pink, yellow, and blue respectively represent attraction to women, non-binary people, and men. Polysexuality experiences sexual attraction to many but not all genders. It has a flag. Sapiosexuality describes attraction to the intelligence of another person. This is the flag. Okay, and lastly, bi-curious. A term for a person, usually someone who is a self-identified heterosexual who is curious or open about engaging in sexual activity with a person whose sex differs from that of their usual sexual partners. I think there is a flag for it. Yeah. Okay, gender identity. Okay, men. An adult male human. Sheesh, YouTube, stop doing that to me. Woman. An adult female human. But for me and a couple other people, men and women also include if you identify as one of those. Anyway, non-binary. It's not gender queer. That's under the non-binary umbrella. Anyway, that's the non-binary flag. Genderqueer has its own flag. Okay, androgynous refers to someone who possesses both male and female sexual characteristics in Jewish tradition. Oh yeah, I forgot the gender. Yeah. Akavine. To refer to transgender people of Maori descent from the Cook Islands. This is what androgynous is. That's what Akavine is. Operant. Assigned male at birth who openly identify as women and are attracted to men. Specific to Myanmar. Bakla. In the Philippines, it is a person who was assigned male at birth and has adopted a gender expression that is feminine. Fugus genders. Yeah. Chibados. Oh hey, I didn't know there was a flag for this one. Okay, Inari. Feminine presenting priests of male sex who serve the goddesses Pasa and the Snake Lake goddess. Eunuch. A male who has been castrated. Fa'afafine. Natal males who align with a third gender or feminine gender role in Samoa. Whakalate. Target male at birth who has a feminine gender expression. There's also a flag for this one. Feminiello. Yeah. Galley. Grave Doje. Of course. Never mind. Hydra. Transgender, intersex, or unique people who live in communities that follow a kinship system known as the Guru Chela system. Katoi. Lady boys, basically. That's what it translates to in English. Yep. Kenneth. Person assigned male at birth who occupies an intermediate third gender between male and females. Coquette. Typically a young male and physically attractive enslaved dancer who usually cross-dressed in feminine attire and was employed as an entertainer. Correct church. An extinct gender identity recorded among the Italmens of Siberia. Lamana. Biologically male people who take on social and ceremonial roles usually performed by women in their culture at least some of the time. Mahu. People who embody both male and female spirit. Macnaya. Trans woman. Makana Thune. Ones who resemble women. Mooks. Assign male at birth who adopts aspects of feminine gender roles, including dress, behavior, and social standing. Nadlii. Male-bodied person with a feminine nature. Nulo. Never mind. Way. Trans feminine people. Basically, yeah. Siphonic. Siphonic. I don't know. Who is believed to have changed their physical sex as an infant, but whose gender is typically designated as being the same as their perceived original sex. Sworn virgin. Assigned female at birth, but take a vow of chastity and live the rest of their lives socially recognized as men. Takatapu. Basically anyone who is gay, lesbian, bisexual, or transgender. Travesti. Used in Latin America to designate people who were assigned male at birth and develop a feminine gender identity. Tum-tum. Basically hidden. Two-spirit. A third gender that's in North America. Winkte. Wants to be like a woman. Transgender. A gender identity different from that typically associated with the sex they were assigned at birth. Trans men. Assigned female at birth. Trans woman. Assigned male at birth. Transsexual. Someone who experiences a gender identity that is inconsistent with their assigned sex and desires to permanently transition to the sex or gender with which they identify, usually seeking medical assistance, including gender-affirming therapy such as hormone replacement therapy and gender-affirming surgery to help them align their body with their identified sex or gender. Gender-affirming surgery, a surgical procedure or series of procedures that alters a person's physical appearance and sexual characteristics to resemble those associated with their gender identity. And that's it. So yeah, bye.